Love is Blind UK is heating up. We've said goodbye to some old couples, hello to some new couples, and I'm surprised to see that some of these people are still a couple. Listen, sometimes you gotta pop out and show them. Anyone who has been watching this season is not at all surprised that Ben and Nicole got together. Now, when she was waiting for him at the cafe before they first met, she said that she always knew it was him and that he changed everything for her.
He's like someone who, from the second I spoke to him, like changed my complete experience.
But if he changed your complete experience from the moment that you met him, why didn't you pick him? She said that it was because Ben wasn't being emotionally available, and he acknowledged that he may not have been, so that's that on that. He did say she was a lot nicer looking than he imagined.
A lot nicer than I imagined.
I thought you were Bob Marley, I'm getting...
Which sounds a little shady, but I don't really think that Ben has the capability to be shady intentionally. So I think it just sounded that way, but he didn't mean it that way. And listen, I am rooting for my boy Ben, and I guess I'm rooting for Nicole by default, even though I'm still a little bit annoyed with her. So I want to see them happy, and I want to see it work out for them. I like them together, and I think deep down inside, I have always liked them together better than I liked her with Sam. Now, when it comes to Demi and Ollie, Demi has been a wee bit possessive of Ollie since the very beginning. I don't know if that was Irish or English or whatever, but she's been a little possessive of him since day one. Back when she was being a little bit shady to Catherine because Catherine had a crush on him too.
Really like
Yeah, okay, good.
How's your friend?
Yeah, it's good.
So she's off top gonna feel away about Ollie and Catherine talking. That was inevitable. But to top it off, when she was talking to Ollie about it, he was like, oh, I don't even remember that little conversation we had. Like, I blocked that out of my mind.
What happened? So you just
No, like, I think I've probably put that to the back of my mind.
When obviously he had not blocked it out of his mind, because immediately after he told her that, he went and had a conversation with Bobby and was like, did you see her looking at me? And Bobby was like, I have seen her looking at you. To me, the change in Ollie was immediate and it was palpable. You could see it all over his face. Clearly there was a connection there, at least from his side. Catherine hit him with the, well, I'm happy, you're happy. And he was like, yeah, you know what, I am happy. But also, do you feel this connection that we having right now? Like, it's in the air. Like right now, actually. Do you want to explore that? And then Demi asked him like, hey, I saw that y'all were laughing. Like, it looked like y'all were having a good time. And he was like, oh, we had laughed? Hey y'all, it's Nae. Welcome back to my little corner of YouTube. This video will contain spoilers for Love is Blind UK episodes 5 and 6. So if you haven't seen them yet and you do not want spoilers, save this video and come back after you do. You are about to hear my thoughts on episodes 5 and 6, but of course I want to hear yours. So feel free to drop your thoughts below if you do want to participate in the conversation. And give this video a like before you go so I know you enjoyed it. If you want to keep the conversation going after this video, feel free to head on over to my Discord server. It's a place for us to chit chat outside of YouTube and it is free. So why not? The link is in the description box. Earlier this year, I said that I would be better about being active on my Discord server, and I have failed y'all on that, so I sincerely apologize for that. It's still really new, and this community that we are building is very, very brand new. This is still a very new channel, and I'm still learning. Basically, what I'm saying is we are learning together, so give me a little bit of grace, but I am trying to figure out how to be more active in the Discord server. For now, it's usually only active when I'm covering a show that a lot of people care about, and I'm fine with that, so if y'all want to talk about it when I'm not posting in between episodes, head on over to Discord. I am logged in now, so I will see any messages you send. Outside of that, I am going live Friday. This Friday, August 16th, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So for y'all on the East Coast, that's 8 p.m. The topic of conversation will be all of the released episodes of Love is Blind UK. So that's by then will be episodes 1 through 9. Feel free to drop by and chit chat with me there. No pressure to talk. I'll be there talking to myself, even if no one else is talking. But if you want to stop by, chat with me live, it's a little bit of a different experience versus me posting a video. So if you've never been to one of my lives, feel free to come through. And if you have, then I'll see you again. Stay tuned to the community tab and Discord for updates on that. I do think Demi is a little bit insecure, and I don't think that is going to end with Catherine. I think once they get into the real world, this is going to continue to be a problem. And Ollie doesn't seem like the type to be reassuring, so it's really going to be a problem. And part of that is because, like I said, she seemed to really latch on to Ollie from the jump. That sounds like a negative thing, and I'm not saying it in like a bad way, like she's toxic or anything, but she seemed really possessive of him from the beginning, and that's going to translate into their marriage. If they say I do, they're going to see it before that. They're together in this apartment now. He has his phone back. Nothing has really come up yet, but I think that it will. When they did get to the apartment, Ollie was like, yeah, we gonna work through it and see where we land.
Have some things that we need to work through, but I think we're willing to take a chance at continuing and see where we end up.
That didn't sound too reassuring, but I guess we gonna see where they land. And this is neither here nor there, But why did they have Demi dressed like she had a confessional at 5 and she had to go perform an invasive surgery at 5:15? Got her dressed like she a regular on Grey's Anatomy. So Freddie and Catherine are going through a little bit of a situation. They had sex the first night, and I'm not gonna say they should or they shouldn't have. Grown people gonna do what grown people do. But what I will say is that I feel like in this experiment, Love is Blind, it muddies the water a little bit, especially considering that Catherine found out that Freddie has cheated in his past, and she's triggered by that because she's been cheated on in every single one of her relationships. Of course, that's going to be triggering, coupled with the fact that they've already had sex and now they have those even more intimate emotion. Yeah, they about to be down bad. Maybe they should have waited, because there are definitely more feelings involved now. Before all of that happened though, they were doing fine. She mentioned that she was a little bit nervous to see Ollie, but that she definitely wanted to talk to him about him lying about breaking it off with her situation. She seemed very hung up on Ollie saying that he was the one who ended things, and I guess I can see where she's coming from on that. But also, I'm kind of with Freddie. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter at all. The part of that Catherine doesn't really know is that Ollie was on his way to break up with her anyway. They both had the same idea. She literally just mentioned it first. But they are both prideful. He's prideful because he did kind of phrase it in a way like, oh yeah, she took it really well, so he made it sound like he's the one who broke it off.
No, we're good. We're good. She took it really well. Yeah.
And she's being prideful because she's not just letting that go and being like, it doesn't matter who broke it off because the end result is the same. So they both got a little bit of pride going on there. Least of her worries now though, because this whole cheating situation with Freddie is about to cause them some major drama. It's going to be very difficult for her to navigate, so I'm sure that Ollie is the least, very, very least of her worries right now. Now, Tom and Maria, y'all almost skated by these 2 episodes without me saying a word about y'all, and then we got to the end of episode 6 and I have plenty to say. So their biggest problem is that Tom was judging her for being a makeup artist, and this came up because she was saying that Tom was on his phone a lot as soon as he got his phone back, and he was like, look baby girl, I don't know about you, I don't know about the makeup artist world, but I am a very important C-suite level executive. Like, I have to be on my phone because I runs a business, baby. You paint faces. Like, that's what it was given. It was given very judgmental. And he even said himself, I'm a very judgmental person. So at least he's self-aware. At first I was like, maybe that's not going to be a big deal. But then I remembered back in the pods, she mentioned she wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. And he was like, that doesn't really vibe with what I see for my life. And I said that that was a fundamental difference. Yeah, they should have saw that that was a fundamental difference too. Because then he said this.
Value of mine is like, you know, work hard, be ambitious, like, because I want to live like a really good life, you know?
Now look, I'm the first person to tell you that I don't think there is anything wrong with wanting to live a very good life. Vacations, disposable income, all of that. I grew up poor. I say this all the time on my channel. I grew up food insecure. At times when in my childhood I was housing insecure. I know what it's like to be poor, and I also want to have disposable income in my life. I haven't gotten to that point yet, but that is a goal of mine, like I'm sure it is a goal of everyone's. So I understand where he's coming from because that's how he envisions his life, and he wants to take steps to get to that point. But his version of success, and of specifically of a successful career, is never going to be her being a makeup artist unless she becomes the most successful makeup artist in London. And even then, I still don't think he's going to take her career seriously because he doesn't view it as a career. I think he kind of views it as a hobby or like a side hustle. His version of success is never going to be her version of success, and that's going to cause a lot of issues because again, she wanted to be a stay-at-home mom anyway, and he want her ass to get out there and hustle. So they're gonna have issues. Their values are very, very different. And if they can't compromise on those values, which I don't think it's a compromise, if they can't come to a middle ground on that, then they're going to have problems. Especially since he's already said, look, I'm kind of judgmental and I know that about myself. Jasmine and Bobby, they are just the oddest couple to me. I'm really sitting here like, I didn't think that Jasmine was physically attracted to him, but apparently they seem to be doing the best out of a lot of the couples. But I am trying to figure out if Jasmine is just a good friend or if Jasmine is a pot stirrer. I gotta get me a spoon. Clearly I am very big on props. I have my red and green flags. I gotta get me a spoon so when I see a pot stirrer, I could just, I don't know, y'all, I'm rambling. It's okay, forgive me. It's literally 2:21 in the morning, okay? Like, it's given a pinch, just a smidge of pot stirrer. But maybe it's coming from a good place. Demi seems to think it's coming from a good place, so I don't know. Steven and Sabrina, these two are just cute AF together. I don't even have anything to say about them. They the strongest couple in my opinion. I would have said that Tom and Maria were also strong, but it ain't looking that way right now. Some final thoughts before we go. And I don't know why I'm getting this vibe, but does some of the drama in specifically the UK version feel like it's manufactured to y'all? I rarely get this vibe with the US version. I feel like they have plenty of drama. They don't need to create anything. But for some reason, I'm just like, all of these couples seem so nice. Maybe it's just because they're from London. It's the accent. You know, Americans, when they hear a British accent, they automatically think like cheery and happy and Austin Powers and groovy, baby. So you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's kind of like that thing about Canadians where everybody thinks they're nice, so they can't see them having anything bad. But I have friends who live in Canada, born and raised in Canada, and they're like, no girl, it's a little ghetto over here too. It was kind of like that thing. Like, I see them as happy, cheery, jolly people, so I'm like, they can't really have drama. Maybe that's why it feels a little manufactured to me, but I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I think it's so cool that they got to go to Greece for their little honeymoons. They always send the Americans to Mexico, and like, yeah, Mexico is fun. I've never been. Mexico, I'm sure it looks great and all that, but Greece is such a destination travel spot for a lot of Americans, so it's kind of like a dream vacation that they're just going to casually. And they must have paid that bartender a little bit extra, because the way he was shaking that drink, it was like his life depended on it. That's all for me today on episodes 5 and 6. I will be back here tomorrow to discuss episodes 7 through 9. And like I said, I'll be going live on Friday at 5 p.m. PST right here on YouTube, so stay tuned for that. And until then, I will see y'all later. Bye. Y'all ready for me to change that Bloopers song yet? Because I'm not. It's a part of me now. It's never going away. It's here to stay. Show nigga. Can I say niggas on YouTube? I guess they do explain though. Stay tuned to both the community cab, not community cab. That's like an Uber, I guess. Or technically all cabs are community cabs. Anyway, it's that one show. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show nigga. I would have said that if I didn't put it at the beginning of the video, because if you curse at the beginning of the video, they be trying to shut you down. I don't know why you want to fly all over the place.
My hands shaking like I need it. I don't know why.